It takes 1 year to go from absolute zero to being the head of your family, to being the Chad, the hero, the guy that everybody looks up to. It takes 1 year. This is a hypothesis that I have come up with, and I am fully ready to back it with all my net worth because it's true. I know it's true, right? It just takes 1 year. So this year, I'm going to be testing that out with all that I have to give. This is that year, and you can either follow me on this journey, like you can subscribe right now. You can see, all right, this guy really went from zero to hero, like everything, all the metrics ticked off. I'm telling you, this hypothesis is true. Follow me and do the same for yourself, or like you will see my video pop up 8 months later telling you that, oh, I actually did it, right? Because think about it, it just takes 1 year. You might not believe it, but I'm telling you right now, it only takes 1 year. Think about your body. It takes a couple of months of hard working out, right? In 6 months, you like people can tell like you this guy actually works out. In just 6 months, you like people can say that. Making money is not that difficult. It takes a couple of weeks at max to get to a level of income where you are actually proud of it and you can actually support a few people. Just a few weeks, and that's hard to believe. And I'm not here to explain how that's possible in this video because that's beyond the topic, but it takes a few weeks if you actually believe in me right now, right? With girls, you don't, you're some incel, or let's call it all of us incels, okay? All of us are incels, whatever. It takes a few weeks at max. It literally takes a few weeks at max. How, you might ask? Beyond the scope of this video. If you want to find out, stay tuned. Beyond the scope of this video, takes a few weeks at max. If you're a normal human being, at most it'll take you 1 month or 2 months max. Fame, 6 to 12 months of consistently posting on Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, whatever your platform of choice is. Personally, it took me like 3 months to get 30,000 followers on Instagram. 3 months. So you can do the same in 6 to 12 months. Anybody can become famous in 6 to 12 months. Same with charisma, 6 to 12 months of crazy living, crazy experiences. So I have charisma under my belt very well. I have lots of stories that I can share with people, which makes me a interesting human being in general because I've done lots of like crazy different shit. Not aligning to what I really wanted to do, but again, crazy shit nonetheless makes me a charismatic person to talk to. When we talk about knowledge, reading books, if you read one book per week, that's enough to get you 12 books in 3 months. 12 books is a lot of books. In any topic, if you read 12 books, you are a master in that domain in terms of knowledge and theory. Like any argument you can come up with and you can talk to the person in front of you. Okay, that's the knowledge part down. Any skill you want to learn, 6 to 12 months, I'm telling you, it just takes 6 to 12 months. Now there's a caveat to this. There's a caveat to this whole 1 year thing, right? It takes 1 year provided your fundamentals and your roots are strong. Okay. So like let's say the Burj Khalifa, like the base is like super strong, provided it's super strong. Now what does the base mean? The base is simple. You cannot have any addictions and you cannot have a consumption problem, a mindless consumption problem. These two things you cannot have. Addiction can be anything. You can be like, it can be like porn, it can be alcohol, smoking, whatever. And consumption, we all know what consumption is. Mindless consumption on the smartphone. These two things, if it's not there, only then you can achieve this. Only then. Like, because I have tried, bro. I've tried making money. I've tried getting the girls. I've tried all of this, but it does not last. You understand? You get it. It's very easy to get, but it does not stay with you. Rich people often say this, like it's easy to make the money, but what's harder is to keep that money. Okay, so that's the problem you're going to have if you don't fix your fundamentals. So what comes under fundamentals? Again, as I said, lack of addictions, no consumption problem. Your body and health problems need to be fully sorted out, right? If you have some kind of a problem in your body or with your health, you fix that first because then it will hurt you in the future. Or if you don't have problem as such, but you're just like, like kind of skinny, or like you're a bit fat, try to fix that. That is a fundamental, because I learned at a very young age that your body is the most important thing. Like if you don't take care of it now, you will most definitely face some kind of problem in the future. If not now, then 40, 50, 60 years later, but it will hurt you. Okay, so fix this. That's a fundamental. Another fundamental is to develop an obsession with life. Okay, I'm slowly developing this. Like, I also had a theory that, when you're consistent on something, you're curious about something, that you naturally become obsessed over time. That just your curiosity alone has that power, that once you're curious enough for something for long enough, you become obsessed about it. So you can watch that video. It's probably there on my YouTube channel. That's how you become obsessed about something. Because if you're not obsessed about it, you're not gonna get it. Okay, develop an obsession about life in general. About life, like you wake up and you're just like, let's go, like that kind of obsession. So I'm telling you right now, if you focus on like money, business, girls, cold approaching, whatever you guys do, reading, you want to be consistent, you want to study, you have some exam. If you focus on any of it without having your fundamentals right, you will not go too far ahead in it. And you might get good at it if you're skilled like me. Like, I got all these things fast. Like, I'm just good at life, but my fundamentals were fucked. So I couldn't keep those things. I didn't know how to do it. Okay. So you might get it, but you lose it as quick as well. Okay. So you get your fundamentals right. Progress in any domain of life is equal regardless of the difficulty level. Understand this quote right now. I just came up with this. So for example, you're focusing on body, money, and fame. If making a good body is easier for you than getting fame, it does not mean the fame is more important and you are focusing on it more. Try to understand this again. So let's say a body only took you 3 months to achieve, but the fame took you 12 months to achieve. One might say fame was harder. Okay, definitely fame was harder. But in terms of importance and the level of progress you made, it's equal. It's equal, because any progress you make is equal, bro. I'm telling you, no one progress is more valuable than the other. So it's perfectly fine for you to say right now, okay, I don't want to focus on girls right now. I don't want to focus on fame right now, but I will focus my entire effort on my body. That is perfectly fine. So you don't have to do all of this at one time. Just pick one, or at max two, or you could do all. But again, it's just to say that it does not mean that you are, pushing it away and you're not doing your best. You're not at your full potential. As long as you're at your full potential in any one domain or multiple domains, it's perfectly fine. So with this, man, it only takes 1 year. It only takes 1 year. And if you don't subscribe right now, you will be subscribed eventually in like 1 year. So that's perfectly fine. But it only takes 1 year. If you want to hear more from me, I post a weekly newsletter on my website, shreyabakai.com. It's in the description. I am very, very active on X. So I post there, and that is the place to DM me. And I'm also there on Instagram, but don't DM me on Instagram. Instagram's for the gals. So that's all in this video. Thanks for watching.